This is Andrew with Joda Home Inspections. We are doing a sewer scope today, December 9th, 2025. We're at 2205 Pinecrest Canyon Road. We have the camera pushed out only 12 feet, so we're not very far out. This house is on septic, which generally the sewer lateral lines are a lot shorter when you're on a septic tank. Septic tanks are generally not too far from the house, and usually closer than what a city sewer line would be. But in either case, I'm hitting some sort of an offset or a blockage in the line. I'm also underwater, and so there's not a lot that I can see here, except that you either have bad grade or some sort of a blockage which is causing a backup. It's very possible that there's a piece of debris or a root or something causing this, but right now my camera's underwater. You never want to go underwater. That's a sign that you either have a blockage or that you have bad grade. In a lot of ways, a blockage is better because you can unclear it and hopefully have normal drainage again. If you have bad grade, the only way to correct it long term is to dig it up and reslope it. But the other question is also what's blocking my camera from getting through. I put a fair amount of force on it. I'm careful not to put so much force that it's going to break my camera head or cause any damage to the line, but I can't get over whatever this is that I'm hitting. If it were build-up, usually I can push through it, and it usually feels a lot softer. This feels like I'm hitting something pretty solid, not like a root, but more like an offset where the pipes have maybe slipped. So I'd recommend having this line looked at by a specialist, maybe cleaned. Sometimes other cameras can get through when mine can't, but it also looks like there's a little bit of buildup, and so I don't think it'd be the worst idea to have the line cleaned. I also recommend always having the septic tank pumped. There's tests that you can do on the septic system without having it cleaned first, but it's always much more insightful when the septic tank has been pumped first. Looks like you have cast iron. Cast iron can get real rough and rusty and will eventually need to be replaced. Again, this one's a shorter line than what I would expect if you're on a city sewer, but here I'd recommend getting it clean, figuring out what that blockage is, and having a septic tank repaired.